On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Huddle.
To crowd or press closely together, cuddle.
Examples:
Huddle in a temporary shelter. Huddle around the open fire. The children huddled together for warmth in the cold winter storm.
Stream.
A small, narrow river, a continuous flow of something, such as liquid, gas, people, vehicles, etc.
Examples:
The stream of time. An endless stream of cars. Jet streams are the common name for air currents that form high in the atmosphere.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Announce.
To make something known or officially inform people about something.
Examples:
Announce candidacy. Announce the award winners. The third season of the anime show has been announced.
Nominee.
A person who is proposed as a candidate or contender for a position, award, or honor.
Examples:
Oscar nominee. Presidential nominee. The nominee for the upcoming election vows to make positive changes in their community.
Award.
A prize or other mark of recognition given in honor of an achievement.
Examples:
Award ceremony. Participation award. He won the award for Best Actor at the film festival.
Provoke.
To stimulate or give rise to a particular reaction or have a particular effect.
Examples:
Provoke a disease. Provoke a reaction. Her behavior provoked a quarrel between the couple.
Profound.
Extremely great, sensed or experienced very strongly, displaying a high level of knowledge or comprehension.
Examples:
A profound book. The profound depths of the sea. My mother's illness had a profound impact on us all.
Prosocial.
Characterized by behavior that benefits others or society as a whole, often with little or no personal benefit or reward.
Examples:
Prosocial motives. Prosocial intervention. Volunteering at a soup kitchen is a prosocial act of kindness.
Envelope.
To surround and cover completely, to encase.
Examples:
Envelop the whole world. Envelop her in a bear hug. The fog enveloped the city, making it difficult to see.
Opposition.
The act of disagreeing or resisting, the state of strong disagreement.
Examples:
Opposition campaign. Meet with opposition. The opposition party strongly disagreed with the government's proposed legislation.
Accomplishment:
The successful completion of a task or goal, an ability that has been acquired by training.
Examples:
Proud of his accomplishments. The accomplishment of a social goal. Graduating from college was a major accomplishment for her.
Fade:
To vanish, to fade away, to lose color, to lose freshness.
Examples:
Fade away almost completely. Fade in importance. My memory will fade, but my heart will live on.
Stick:
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Diagnose:
To determine or distinguish the nature of a problem or an illness through a careful analysis.
Examples:
Diagnose the problem. Diagnose with CT scans. This device is used to diagnose brain cancer and other tumors.
Aggressive:
Behaving in an angry, energetic, or threatening way towards another person, tending to spread quickly.
Examples:
An aggressive war. An aggressive tumor. An aggressive tide wrecked the ship.
Brain:
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Tumor:
A mass of diseased tissue that forms when cells in the body divide and grow in an uncontrolled way.
Examples:
Tumor growth. Tumor at remote sites. The patient was diagnosed with a tumor in her lung.
Chemotherapy:
The treatment of disease, particularly cancer, using special drugs that have a toxic effect on cancer cells, frequently used in conjunction with other therapies such as surgery and radiation.
Examples:
Chemotherapy regimen. Chemotherapy side effects. Many cancer patients undergo chemotherapy as a treatment option.
Radiation:
The energy that comes from a nuclear reaction in the form of rays, waves, or particles, and that can be hazardous to health.
Examples:
Exposure to radiation. Electromagnetic radiation. He tried every possible treatment, including chemotherapy and radiation therapy.
Cuddle.
To hold close and lovingly in one's arms, often for comfort or affection, to snuggle or nestle against someone or something.
Examples:
Cuddle buddy. Cuddle up with a book. I love to cuddle with my dog on the couch after a long day.
Bedtime.
The time at which a person typically goes to bed and prepares to sleep, the period just before bedtime, which may involve routines or activities that are intended to promote relaxation or sleepiness.
Examples:
Bedtime meditation. Regular bedtime. Reading bedtime stories can help children relax and fall asleep faster.
Brave.
Showing courage or fearlessness in the face of danger, difficulty, or adversity.
Examples:
Brave soldier. Brave decision. The brave firefighter rescued the family from the burning building.
Knight.
A mounted soldier in the past, typically one of noble birth, trained to fight in armor. Today in Great Britain, a person honored by the sovereign for personal merit.
Examples:
The Black Knight. White Knight. In medieval Europe, a monarch or feudal lord granted the title of the knight to a warrior who had demonstrated skill and bravery in battle.
Adventure.
A journey or a series of events that is unusual, exciting, or dangerous.
Examples:
Gastronomic adventures. Adventure film. He sailed the Atlantic Ocean multiple times during his adventures.
Dragon.
A mythical monster, typically depicted as a giant reptile with wings, claws, and a fiery breath, often portrayed as being fierce and dangerous.
Examples:
Dragon fruit. Dragon wing. In Chinese mythology, dragons are considered powerful and benevolent creatures.
Cancer.
Abnormal growth of cells that can invade and destroy surrounding tissues and organs. A disease characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells.
Examples:
Cancer diagnosis. Cancer research. Breast cancer is the most common type of cancer in women.
Context.
The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples:
Historical context. Legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Pray.
To make a request or petition to a higher power, especially in the form of a respectful or humble request.
Examples:
Pray devoutly. Pray for rain. She closed her eyes and prayed for strength to overcome difficult times.
Fortunate.
having good luck or lucky.
Examples:
Fortunate situation. Less fortunate person. He was pretty fortunate to pass the exam.
Outgrow.
To grow too large for something, to grow taller or faster than another person.
Examples:
Outgrow my coat. Outgrow its usefulness. Bamboo will soon outgrow the other plants.
Palliate.
To make a disease, condition, or symptom appear less severe or intense than it actually is, to alleviate or ease symptoms without curing the underlying cause.
Examples:
Palliate symptoms. Attempts to palliate. The charity provided meals and shelter to palliate the suffering of the homeless population.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people, a person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
A sham battle. Turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Spare.
Additional to what is necessary for ordinary use, verb, to give time, money, space, etc. to someone.
Examples:
Spare parts. Spare cost. I made plans to spend my spare time beneficially.
Preservation.
The act of keeping something in its original state or of preventing it from being damaged.
Examples:
Wildlife preservation. The preservation of food. The museum had kept the paintings in remarkable preservation.
Crush.
To press it firmly, usually with your hands or a tool, so that it becomes flat or smaller.
Examples:
Crush coffee beans. Crush a revolt. The car was completely crushed in the accident.
Intense.
Especially of a feeling, very strong, extremely sharp or severe.
Examples:
Intense heat. Develop intense itching. That statement by the Prime Minister drew intense international criticism.
Vulnerable.
Capable of being hurt or influenced physically or mentally.
Examples:
A vulnerable bridge. Vulnerable parts of the body. Infants and pregnant women are particularly vulnerable.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Shadow.
A dark area or shape cast by an object blocking the passage of light, an area in darkness or shade, a reflected image or copy of something, a person, activity, or influence that follows or accompanies someone or something closely and persistently, often in a secretive or ominous manner.
Examples:
Shadow cast. Shadow puppetry. The tree cast a shadow over the picnic area, providing relief from the sun.
Faith.
Complete trust in something or someone's ability or knowledge, a strong belief in religion, divine power, etc.
Examples:
Religious faith. Faith in government. He kept his robust faith in his company.
Doubt.
A feeling of being uncertain about something, especially about how good or accurate it is.
Examples:
Dispel doubts. No doubt about the news. Doubt is the start, not the end, of intelligence.
Wrestling.
A sport in which two contestants grapple and try to throw each other to the ground.
Examples:
Wrestling match. Arm wrestling. He had always been interested in sumo wrestling and decided to try it.
Miracle.
An act or occurrence that is not explicable by natural or scientific laws, and is therefore believed to be caused by God.
Examples:
Miracle person. Economic miracle. The doctors said that her recovery was a miracle.
Memorial.
A structure or monument to commemorate a person or event.
Examples:
Memorial address. Memorial park. The war memorial stands as a reminder of the sacrifices made by our ancestors.
Giggle.
To laugh lightly and repeatedly in a silly, nervous, or childlike way.
Examples:
Giggle like a child. Giggle uncontrollably. When we saw the animals at the zoo playfully chasing each other, we all started to giggle.
Clap.
To hit your hands together and make a short and loud noise, mainly to show your approval or praise.
Examples:
Clap my hands. Clap a book shut. We clapped along with the singer's song.
Bounce.
To cause to move up or away after hitting a surface, to spring back.
Examples:
Bounce across the floor. Bounce back from failure. They will bounce between various emotional states.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Witness.
A person who sees something happen, especially a crime or an accident.
Examples:
Witness of the car accident. A material witness. The manufacturing industry is witnessing fierce competition.
Emotional.
Relating to people's feelings.
Examples:
Emotional health. Emotional distress. Human emotional responses vary widely depending on the society to which they belong.
Landscape.
An expanse of scenery that can be seen in a single view, a large area of land, especially in the country and relating to its appearance.
Examples:
A peaceful landscape. Landscape painting. Recent electoral shocks have shaken the political landscape in Europe.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples:
Analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Interactive.
Acting reciprocally, mutually responsive.
Examples:
Interactive experience. An interactive device. The new video game has an interactive storyline that allows players to make choices that affect the game's outcome.
Poetry.
Poems in general as a genre of literature.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Book of poetry. Different cultures have different comfortable word rhythms, so the composition of poetry varies greatly.
Mechanic.
A person who repairs or maintains machinery or mechanical systems, particularly in automobiles or other vehicles. A person who is skilled in dealing with the details of a machine or system.
Examples:
Car mechanic. Aircraft mechanic. I must take my car to the mechanic to check the brakes.
Metaphor.
A figure of speech in which an expression is used to refer to something that it does not denote to suggest a similarity.
Examples:
Metaphor for death. Visual metaphor. She expressed her thought in an artful choice of metaphors.
Encode.
To convert information into a code or format suitable for storage or transmission.
Examples:
Encode data. Encode information. The software can encode and decode encrypted messages.
Branch.
A division of a tree or woody shrub that grows out from the trunk or a main stem, a division of some larger or more complex organization.
Examples:
Branch office. A branch pipe. The branch of the tree had fallen and blocked the road.
Narrative.
A story or a description of a series of events or process of telling a story.
Examples:
Narrative poetry. Personal narrative. The narrative handles multiple plot lines and has unpredictable ends.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Outcome.
The result or effect of an action, event, etc.
Examples:
Improved student outcomes. A desirable outcome. They awaited news of the outcome of the election.
Subvert.
To undermine, overthrow, or weaken the established order, system, or authority. To bring about fundamental change or revolution from within.
Examples:
Subvert power. Subvert expectations. The rebels could subvert the government's plans by leaking classified information.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples:
Principle of treatment. Principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Collapse.
To fall down or give way suddenly, often after breaking apart.
Examples:
The stock market collapsed. Ready to collapse. The roof finally collapsed after 3 days and 3 nights of heavy snowfall.
Desperately.
In a way that shows a lack of hope and a willingness to do anything because of the problematic situation, with great urgency.
Examples:
Desperately anxious. Desperately ill patient. The baby clung desperately to her mother.
Stubborn.
Refusing to change one's mind or behavior, despite persuasion or evidence to the contrary, unyielding, difficult to move or change.
Examples:
Stubborn attitude. Stubborn stains. He was so stubborn about his beliefs that he refused to listen to any other points of view.
Grace.
A quality of being pleasing, especially in appearance or manner, a temporary exemption, especially an extended period granted as a special favor, a short prayer of thanks before a meal.
Examples:
Say a grace. End of the grace period. The old oak tree stood with grace and majesty in the park's center.
Prefer.
To like, choose, or want one thing or person better than another.
Examples:
Prefer physics to chemistry. Prefer a window seat. The birds prefer open water areas with reeds around them.
Glory.
Great honor or success won by notable achievements.
Examples:
Greatest glory. Former glory. It is preferable to die in glory than to live in dishonor.
Chime.
To make a ringing sound, usually by striking an object like a bell or wind chime, to harmonize or agree with something else. Noun, a set of musical bells or metal tubes that produce a musical sound when struck or played.
Examples:
Glass wind chime. Chime with the music. The grandfather clock chimed solemnly, signaling the hour.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Resist.
To refuse to accept something and attempt to prevent it from happening.
Examples:
Resist temptation. Resist being kissed. I chose to resist cancer by trying every possible treatment.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples:
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Vocabulary.
The words used by a language, group, or individual, the knowledge and understanding of words and their meanings that a person possesses.
Examples:
Vocabulary list. Academic vocabulary. Using proper vocabulary is essential for writing a good essay.
Imaginary.
Existing only in someone's mind.
Examples:
Imaginary number. Imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Symbolism.
The use of symbols to represent ideas or qualities, especially in art and literature, an artistic movement in the late 19th century that tried to express abstract or mystical ideas through the symbolic use of images.
Examples:
The symbolism of the event. Political symbolism. The symbolism in the painting was rich and complex, with many layers of meaning.
Agency.
An organization or business that is responsible for specific activities or services, especially when representing other organizations or businesses. The capacity or power to act or exert influence, the ability to make decisions and take action.
Examples:
Real estate agency, intelligence agency. The government agency regulated the country's food and drug safety standards.
Terminal.
A building or place where buses, trains, or airplanes stop and where passengers or goods can be picked up or dropped off. Adjective, of or situated at the ends of a delivery route.
Examples:
Terminal disease. A terminal syllable. The terminal at the airport is where passengers catch their flights.
Pediatrics.
The branch of medicine that deals with the care and treatment of children.
Examples:
Pediatrics department. Pediatrics clinic. I am studying pediatrics in medical school because I love working with children.
Glove.
A piece of clothing worn on the hand and wrist for protection against cold, dirt, etc., with separate parts for each finger.
Examples:
A right-hand glove. 5-finger glove. She was wearing a black glove.
Balloon.
A small bag made of thin rubber or other light material that can be inflated with air or gas, used as a toy or as a decoration. Verb, to become inflated.
Examples:
Balloon ride. Balloon into a severe political problem. The satellite balloon slowly ascended into the sky.
Syringe.
A device used for injecting or withdrawing fluids from the body, consisting of a tube and a plunger that creates a vacuum or expels the fluid.
Examples:
Syringe needle. Syringe injection. Addicts often share dirty syringes, putting themselves at risk for disease.
Rocket.
A large tube-shaped object that moves very first by a stream of gases let out behind it, used for space travel or as a weapon.
Examples:
Rocket attack against the enemy. Rocket fuel. The rocket launch platform is visible from this hill.
Pole.
One of two antipodal points where the Earth's axis of rotation intersects the Earth's surface. A long, slender, rounded rod, typically of wood or metal, used as a support or to hang something.
Examples:
A fishing pole. The plus pole. The North Pole is the northernmost point on Earth.
Traumatic.
Relating to or caused by injury, especially emotional injury.
Examples:
Traumatic event. Traumatic brain injury. The experience was so traumatic that it left a lasting impact on the survivor's mental health.
Naturally.
As might be expected, by natural manners.
Examples:
Naturally arising. Naturally regenerated forest. He was naturally gifted.
Revolve.
To rotate around a central point.
Examples:
Revolve at high speed. Revolve around a central axis. The Earth revolves around the Sun in an elliptical orbit.
Unspeakable.
Too terrible, shocking, or distressing to speak about.
Examples:
Unspeakable crime. Unspeakable pain. The survivors of the plane crash could only describe the unspeakable horror of the experience.
Purity.
The state of being undiluted or unmixed with anything else, the state of being free from immorality, especially of a sexual nature.
Examples:
The degree of purity. High purity. Higher purity requires additional equipment and energy.
Attempt.
An act or effort of trying to do something, especially something difficult.
Examples:
The attempt to rescue the hostages. A reckless attempt. The third attempt was far more successful.
Blockbuster.
A movie, book, or other product that is extremely successful and popular, especially one that makes much money.
Examples:
Blockbuster movie. International blockbuster. The new action movie is expected to be a blockbuster hit.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Heal.
To make a wound or injury to become well again.
Examples:
Heal a broken bone. Heal the hurt mind. It will take time for her mental scars to heal.
Healing.
The process of becoming or making somebody or something well again.
Examples:
Natural healing ability. Part of the healing process. Each ancient tribe has its healing traditions.
Compassion.
A strong feeling of sympathy and sadness for another's suffering or bad luck.
Examples:
Feel compassion for the poor. Have compassion toward the accident. His infinite love and compassion for everyone never weary.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
Unsatisfied desire. Fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Cheer.
To give a loud shout to show support, praise, or approval.
Examples:
Cheer for the home team. Cheer me up. Supporters in the stands cheered at every goal.
Photograph.
A picture or image that is produced by a camera, a visual representation or record of a person, object, or scene that has been captured electronically or on film.
Examples:
Photograph album. Photograph memories. I found an old photograph of my grandparents from their wedding day.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Burden.
A duty, responsibility, etc. that is oppressive or worrisome, a load, typically a heavy one that is difficult to carry.
Examples:
Carry a burden. Burden of disease. That car has a low environmental burden.
Grief.
A very great sadness, especially when somebody dies.
Examples:
Have grief and sorrow. A lot of grief. Each person has a unique grief experience.
Smartphone.
A mobile phone that functions as a computer and connects to the internet.
Examples:
Smartphone app developer. Smartphone addict. Internet traffic volumes have increased significantly with the advent of smartphones.
Introductory.
Intended as an introduction or preliminary, serving as a base or starting point.
Examples:
Introductory biology text. Product introductory sale. The introductory class was designed to give students a basic understanding of the subject.
Philosophy.
The study of general and fundamental questions, such as those about existence, reason, knowledge, values, mind.
Examples:
Philosophy of education. Western philosophy. Ethics is a branch of philosophy.
Accomplish.
To finish or achieve something successfully.
Examples:
Accomplish a goal. Accomplish military operations. Humankind took centuries to accomplish true democracy.
Tragedy.
An event or situation causing great loss, misfortune, or destruction. A play or literature that deals with a severe and sad event and often ends with the death of the main character.
Examples:
A tragedy during work. The aftermath of this tragedy. Macbeth is a famous tragedy by Shakespeare.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?